Welcome, seekers. You have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricky, and today your spirit guides have an important message for you. And in order to receive that message, you must pick one of these three doors. Now, before we get started, I just want to remind you, seekers, that I am offering private readings at this time. If you are interested, you will have to go through my Etsy store. The link to that Etsy store will be in the description. All right, so this right here is door number 1. This is door number 2. And this is door number 3. So go ahead, take a moment, make your selections now, the door that calls to you the most. And as always, remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. If there's a particular group that just doesn't resonate with you, then potentially you want to walk through another door, okay? So take a moment, select the door that calls to you, and I will include the timestamps in the description below as well. Welcome, group number 1, to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, where we will connect with your spirit guides to see exactly what message they want to deliver to you. So, before we get started, I just want to remind you that I am offering private readings at this time. If you are interested, you will have to go through my Etsy store. The link is in the description below. All right, so we're going to start with a very special oracle deck that I really like. It's the Wisdom Keeper's Oracle deck. Now, I randomly shuffled right before we started filming, and this is the card that popped out. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what card and what message. All right, you got lightness. My goodness. Okay, so lightness is here to bring you good and bad news, group number 1. The bad news: you're not in control of your destiny, and you are never going to get rid of your desire. The good news: accepting this bad news will free you to trust in life. It's time to fully feel your desires and to realize that feeling them doesn't mean acting on them indiscriminately or repressing them. You can welcome a desire into your home without allowing it to control your life. Being human is quite a trip, and life is quite a game, a comedy and tragedy all at once. You might as well enjoy the ride. Keep a sense of humor. Do not pretend to live lightly. Embrace and emanate a true lightness of being. With such an attitude, you won't need to fear your feelings, no matter how painful. A lightness will burn so bright in you, it'll beam out of your eyes no matter what is happening, says your spirit guide to you. Wow. Beautiful message. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the tarot. And this is the door that you chose. Let's see what the message is behind this door from the Divine Doors. Birth. Another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. Yes. Wow. Beautiful message. A message of blessings coming your way. Also a message to live as lightly as you possibly can, to feel the comfort and the beauty of life, and to not focus on the negative and the harrowing realities that unfortunately are unfolding around us at this current time, but to focus on the positive and to live a life that's truly light and happy, right? So interesting. All right, let's go ahead and throw some tarot. The first question, or the first thing that we're going to try and uncover, is what your current energies are. You know, what are you currently going through? What is happening? Let's take a look. Let me put this door up here. There we go. All right. So we are going to use the Tarot Apocalypse by Kim Huggins. Let's take a look here. Okay. Wow. Okay. So your current energies are being represented by the Fool and the Prince of Wands, and that's interesting. This is a very interesting combination of cards, and I think that The reason why it's interesting is because one card heralds a new beginning, and then the other one talks about waging war. So, we start with the Fool, and the Fool is one of the most, I would say, happy card in the tarot. The Fool is always happy with what's happening. The Fool just gets up in the morning, wants to just move forward, and this is the card of the person that's starting something completely new, a new journey, a new job, maybe moving somewhere new. So I think that your mind is preoccupied right now with newness. You want something new, you're desiring this newness in your life, or there is definitely some kind of new going on. So the fact that you've got the Prince of Wands to go alongside the Fool tells me that you are in some ways waging war against something. Now, this waging of war can be you simply getting up and doing what needs to be done, right? The hardships of life, potentially taking things a bit too seriously. And it's funny that, you've got the lightness card. You're being asked to live lightly, and you're being asked to enjoy as much as you can. One thing about this Prince of Wands is that his only preoccupation is mastery. And that mastery will come no matter who he has to trample. And so that's where the God of War is represented here, right? With this Prince of Wands. And, this God of War sometimes forgets to simply stop and enjoy life, because there's just this desire to dominate, to keep moving forward and be victorious. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what keeps moving us forward and keeps us inspired. But at the same time, with this message here of lightness, you are being reminded that life is far more beautiful than maybe you are right now seeing or picking up on, right? And so there is a fullness of life that your spirit guides would like for you to live. So yeah, those are your current energies. Very interesting. Now let's see exactly what the tarot is going to reveal to us. Now, towards the end of this reading, we're going to throw some oracle cards just to give us some advice, and we're going to keep going with the tarot. So let's go ahead and take a look. What is the situation at this current time that needs to be addressed? Okay. Okay, all right. So the main thing that your spirit guides want to talk to you about is money. Money, 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 money. So, we've got the Four of Pentacles reversed, and we've got the Princess of Pentacles reversed. So there's something about money, career, finances that your spirit guides want to talk to you about. One thing is, the first thing is the foundations that you are building with that money. So the Four of Pentacles shows us someone who has built something truly, truly great. This is an emperor, and this person has created something. They've created a city, a structure, something that will withstand the test of time. And this is a solid foundation that you can just build on top of. The fact that this card is showing up reversed tells me that maybe potentially there's areas where you're spending money and that you shouldn't. Maybe you need, it's important for you to save as much as you can, to not spend on things that you don't need, and to build a solid foundation underneath you with your finances. Also, it could be talking about learning about our financial system. It's important for you to understand where to invest your money, where to invest what you're bringing in, and instead of buying depreciating assets, like shoes or a car, you're actually buying appreciating assets, stocks, bonds, these things that actually yield some kind of result. Also, understanding, right, the cycles of the market, understanding when these assets are going to appreciate and when they are going to depreciate. So your spirit guides want you to really pay attention to your money, where it's coming in, how it's going out. And then we have here a confirmation of that Four of Pentacles with the Princess of Pentacles, right? And the fact that it came out reversed just tells us that, again, there is potentially a lack of resources being directed in the appropriate way. So it's important that you do this, because I think that you have dreams, you have ambitions, you are definitely going somewhere. And in order for you to fund that campaign, you need to have all of your resources. Whatever money you're bringing in, you have to save it, and you can't be too frivolous with it, because if you do, then it's the same thing as burning money, and that's not going to be ideal for what is to come. There's many blessings, there's many good things coming your way, we know that, but it's important for you to really just take a look at your finances and see how you can grow them, increase them, right? Also, this could just be talking about, it could also be talking for some of you that even though you're going through some kind of financial trouble or financial situation, things will get better for you. So one of the things that we picked up on from the Divine Doors Oracle is that blessings are coming in. Blessings are going to make their way to you. And there is something new that's coming your way. Now, it's interesting that you got the Fool and the Prince of Wands. I think that a lot of the people that pick this group, maybe potentially you're looking for a new job, or the job that you have right now just doesn't pay enough, or there's entrepreneurship ventures that you want to bring to light, but unfortunately there's a limitation, and the limitation may very well be resources, right? Four of Pentacles reversed, Princess of Pentacles reversed, and it seems like there's no solution in sight. And the only thing is building that solid foundation, and that's going to take time and dedication, but it will be a blessing to you. And also, it's important for you in this pursuit of financial gain not to lose your happiness, not to lose your focus, not to lose your just ability to light up a room, right? When you walk in, for you to smile and for it to be genuine, right? Be genuine with your happiness, with your joy, with your simplicity and your lightness. It almost feels like with this Fool and this Prince of Wands, there's this very chaotic, fiery energy that says, I need to conquer, I need to do something, I need to get things going, or it could just be anger for the sake of anger. But, I feel like there's this desire for newness. Maybe potentially you are right now going through a process, or a process of transitioning into something, and it's been a little tougher in the beginning stages of whatever this new thing is. So there's an understanding here that yes, there's many battles that you've had to fight in order to reach the place where you're at now. And I think that maybe you feel depleted, you feel like you aren't being valued potentially where you are with this Four of Pentacles reversed, this Princess of Pentacles reversed. But you are being told very mightily here that if you keep moving forward, if you keep striving, giving it your all, you will achieve, and blessings will come your way, right? The Prince of Wands doesn't have to be a force for evil or bad. You can use that fire, that dynamism that comes with this Prince of Wands to actually obtain what you want in life. So in some ways, the reading is telling you to maybe move into this, keep this fiery energy with you, but move into this new space of lightness and happiness while you're still keeping that same fire. So it's about finding that balance, right? And only then will you be able to fully reach this place right here of financial prosperity. And also, it doesn't have to be financial. It could just be your body, right? The Pentacles can talk about your health. For those of you that have been trying very hard to get healthy, to feel good in your body, it does bring in, it does cover, the message does cover that as well, right? So, okay, let's go ahead and throw some more tarot cards and see what advice the tarot can offer us. And then we're going to move on to the oracles. All right, so what advice do you have? What advice do you have? Okay, well, it looks like your spirit guides want you to do a little research. Your spirit guides want you to do a little digging, possibly some reading. It's important for you right now at this moment in time to go into a quiet place and try and find yourself, try and find something. And it's going to require for you to really think deeply about what you have, what you wish that you had, what you're doing to acquire it, what you're not doing to acquire it, and how can you best move forward at this precise moment in time. So we see here this hermit, right? And this hermit is someone who just goes into this retreat mode and goes out into the forest by themselves with no understanding of what might be there, but it's just them by themselves. And they're going to come back with an incredible amount of knowledge. What we have here is an illustration of a shaman. And the shamans, they used to go into these horrible places, these dark places where no one would dare venture because they say that there were evil spirits there. The shaman would go and come face to face with those evil spirits and learn from them, learn what they have to offer, and come back and offer that knowledge to the people so that they can better themselves in every possible way. So it's important for you to go into this retreat mode. It's important for you to just, quiet yourself at this moment in time. And from that, you will gain the clarity that you'll need moving forward into whatever new venture or new energies that are coming your way. The Princess of Swords wants you to write things down. The Princess of Swords wants you to take on an active role of actually, learning, right? It's important for you to learn something new, learn from where you've been, write things down, come up with exercises, but don't just take it lightly. Actually do it. Write things down, because there's something that happens when you can just quiet your mind, slow things down, and write, right? Write a question and write the answer. That is very dynamic. I think that'll help you a lot. Just kind of put things together in your mind. But I think that your spirit guides want you to do this because there's more information that they're going to show you. Okay, your spirit guides are constantly with you. They're constantly guiding you, showing you, leading you, and helping you in any way possible. That's why spirit guides exist, right? And it's that guidance that they want to offer you. But I think that one of the things that's happening here is that the world has become too chaotic. And so it's very difficult for you to pick up on the messages that your spirit guides are trying to send you, because you're under the energy of this Prince of Wands, which is war, 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 war. There's no time for fun. There's no time for anything. We just have to move forward as dynamically as we can so that we can have victory, right? So there's a sense of that going on in your life right now. There's a sense of new energies, new desires, new exploratory terrains that you can go to. There's just this newness that's a part of you right now. You don't want to stop for anyone. You don't want to say please or thank you. You just want to move forward and get it done no matter what, right? There's a sense of true war. But that war, I think, is keeping the connection between you and your spirit guides somewhat blocked. And so that blockage is something that your spirit guides are trying to break through, because they want to help you and assist you. And I think that one of the areas that they're really going to help you and assist you is financially, right? There's this sense of financial growth, possibly financial discipline. There's definitely this desire on their part to help you. But I think that maybe in some ways you're not receiving the message fully, and they want to make sure that you do, because it's very, very important moving forward. Also, health-wise, right? Again, Pentacles, it's not all just about money. Pentacles talks about the wealth of our world, right? And there's nothing more wealth related than your body and your health, right? That's the most important thing. That's your greatest source of wealth, your health. So potentially for some of you, this could be the area that your spirit guides really want to guide you and help you so that you can make strides in this area. Okay. All right. So now we are going to go ahead and throw some oracles. We're going to start with a Divine Loved Oracle. We're going to just throw one card, and what we're going to try and do here is just get some direct messages, okay? A direct message from your spirit guides to you. Let's take a look and see what that direct message is. Adventure. Okay, adventure. Let's see what it says, if it comes into focus for us here. Let me see. All right, there we go. So, adventure reads, I will ride the tide. Change me, divine beloved, into one who rides the tide happily, trusting where I am being led, even when everything doesn't make sense yet. Adventure, I will ride the tide. Wow. So that is a prayer, very much a prayer. And that prayer is one that your spirit guides essentially want you to keep in mind, because it's where they want to take you. This is what they want for you, right? They want to change you in a very divine, beloved way. And they want you to go out and experience something completely new. They want you to be a part of an adventure, because they know that that adventure is what's going to bring you or satisfy that full energy that you have right now inside of you that says, I want to dance in ecstasy, right? So they want to take you on that adventure. They want you to ride, and they want to lead you there, even if it doesn't make sense, right? How it's going to happen. They want you to know that they're guiding you there. So let's go ahead and throw another oracle card. This is going to come from the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle. Okay, so I should have opened these boxes before I started the reading, but I did not. So I'm doing it right now. Bear with me, guys. All right, here we go. So we're going to shuffle, 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 and we're just going to throw one card to get one message. Okay, you've got out of the woods. You've made it through. What newness is emerging? My goodness, so much newness in this reading. So this card is telling you that you have made it out of the woods, right? You've made it through, right? So what newness is emerging? What's coming? And so it's interesting because at the very beginning of the reading, we did see that there were blessings coming your way. Something new is definitely trying to make its way to you, and that thing that's coming is going to in many ways help you, assist you as you move forward in life, and your spirit guides are at the center of that. They're at the center of that. So you've made it out of a very chaotic period. You've made it out of some kind of battle. And it brings to light the fact that, we've got this warlike energy here and this newness, right? This card just literally brings these two cards together. Out of the woods, you've made it through. Wow. So what your spirit guides are trying to tell you is that it's not going to get worse for you. It's only going to get better. It seems like whatever darkness that has befallen you has come to an end, and now you're going to be able to make progress in whatever area that you want, whatever new project, new endeavors that you have in mind. You will be able to see some kind of progress moving forward. Very, very beautiful message. Out of the woods, you've made it through. The question that you have to ask yourself is, what newness is emerging? And that is a very important question to start your journaling with, right? We go back to the journaling with the Princess of Swords and the Hermit, going into a place of respite and taking time and the energy to actually just quiet down and write down what you desire, what you see yourself. Where do you see yourself in the next few years, right? What newness is emerging for you? What newness is emerging for you? That's the first question that it's important that you answer. And from that question, once you start writing, new things are going to come. And your spirit guides are somehow, some way, magically going to add to that process. So that is what I see here. Thank you for watching group number 1. Just a quick reminder, I am offering private readings at this time. So if you're interested, you will have to go through the link in the description below through my Etsy store. Thank you for that. I want to thank you all for your donations, for your beautiful, kind words. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day or night wherever you are. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2, to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, where we will try and connect to your spirit guides to obtain a message for you, a very important message for you. Now, you picked a very beautiful door, very, very beautiful door. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's behind this door. Secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly, kind, draw memories and sketches for others to find. Interesting. Okay. So, I think that card is telling you to revisit some kind of forgotten project, or revisit some kind of goal or ambition that maybe you've forgotten about. That's interesting. So let's go ahead and see what the oracles have to say. I'm going to throw a card from the Wisdom Keeper's Oracle deck. I've pretty much just shuffled off camera, and we already have the card. So here it is. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what message we get. All right, you've got inside, number 43, inside. My. So this spirit guide is here to invite out the rebel in you, the poet, the lover, the mad scientist, the revolutionary. There is something only you can do, something your entire life has prepared you for. It is time to take a risk, to shake up a system. You may make waves. That's okay. Whatever you do, stop listening to the status quo. This is not about venting or blaming. This is about being creative and being open to love. You don't have to know where exactly you're headed or why in order to trust your inner voice. As you courageously forge a new pathway, don't be surprised if your timing gets better and breakthrough insights come your way. Dare to be who you are, says this spirit guide to you, and you will ignite the creative rebel in others wherever you go. My, oh my. Powerful message, right? From your spirit guide so far. There's definitely this strong desire from them to see you reach a place of true I would say dynamism, creativity. There's something that must be shook, and the Divine Doors Oracle cards does give some insight into potentially revisiting an area where you've overlooked, maybe a dream that you have forgotten, or a dream that you just put aside because you didn't think that maybe it was worth it. So insight is here to tell you that it is time to shake up that system, to get things going and moving in that direction. This can be some kind of entrepreneurship venture, some kind of new business idea, some kind of new career opportunity, anything, right? Something new. Interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot, and we're going to see what the tarot says. We're going to start with your current energies. I just want to know what your current energies are, where you're at right now, so that we can do this reading as effective as we possibly can. Okay, so let's see where your mind, body, and spirit are right now. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay. All right. Well, my goodness. So you're definitely holding things together very nicely. But there's definitely some things to talk about here. The first card out was the Five of Swords. And what I see with this Five of Swords is an unwillingness to engage. There's some kind of fear of failure going on here, fear of change, or some fear that's holding you back. And so you're not engaging with potentially a dream or an ambition or a goal that you've set out or something that you want to really do. The fact that the Five of Swords is reversed tells me that you have already almost defeated yourself mentally because you haven't even started. And if you don't start, then you'll never have victory. So the fact that the Five of Swords is reversed tells me that you are unwilling to engage in this great battle for what you want. And what you want, right? And this, whatever this dream or ambition or goal is of yours, I can see that you are, you're on the right path. It almost feels like your spirit guides are telling you that you had it together at one point, like everything that you've wanted and every ambition that you've had, like these things are what's going to bring you prosperity. So I don't know if maybe someone gave you some kind of advice to go against whatever your dreams are, and you're listening to that person, or it also feels like this is just internal. You've decided that you are not going to pursue this. You're going to pursue something else. And, what the world is here to remind you is that you are in a place right now where you can have everything that you desire. You can have absolutely everything. And the things that you've thought of, the ideas that you've birthed, these ideas are actually really good. But there is this hesitation on your part, right? And so we see that hesitation again reflected here with the Fool. The Fool is one of the most exciting cards of the major arcana, because the Fool gets up in the morning and all he wants to do is just jump, right? Have fun, They want to just have as much fun as possible. But that fun comes with growth. It comes with knowledge, understanding. And so the Fool, in many ways, wants to engage life. But the fact that you're reversed tells me that there is a hesitation, right? There's a limitation. There's this energy that's kind of holding you back, keeping you in a place of stasis, not moving forward. And so, I feel like maybe you've become comfortable. I think that maybe you've become comfortable, or you have maybe accepted the idea that what you have now is good enough and nothing else needs to come. And I think that your spirit guides are telling you that, hey, your ambitions are far, far greater than where you are right now, okay? So we have an understanding that you've come a long way, right? The world is also here to remind you that you've come a long way. You've put in the work, the effort, the dedication, and this is where you are now, right? Which is definitely a good thing. But also your spirit guides are telling you, hey, remember that ambition, remember that goal, remember that thing that you wanted to do. Well, you should do it, and you should do it now. Okay, you should definitely not wait. You should get going with this thing. That's why you've got this insight card that tells you to be a revolutionary, be the kind of person that shakes up a system, right? So that's part of the advice. But ultimately, I feel like you are in a place of comfort, right? You don't want change to come. We have the Fool. You don't want to engage in any kind of possible destructive behaviors, or at the very least, you think that they're destructive. But sometimes you need a little destruction to be able to kind of shake things up and start something new. So, your spirit guides are pushing you forward because there is prosperity that is awaiting you. True prosperity, true greatness, true mastery of something. I think that you are very much someone that's going to create something beautiful, that's going to bring about something that's going to inspire people, and also it's going to help you yourself reach new heights of glory. And so right now, I think that you're very comfortable. We see that here. We've got you here as the Princess of Pentacles showing up. I think that this is a court card that is representing you. And it's representing where you're at, right? We have here a princess who's pregnant. There's life growing all around her. There's a sense of true prosperity, right? There's a sense of happiness and just having what she needs in order to live and keep moving forward. And so there's a comfort that comes with that. But your spirit guides are, they're screaming at you, hey, there's something more out there for you. There's definitely more, and we want to get you there, right? We want to help you get there. So let's go ahead and throw some more tarot. Just want to get a better understanding of, what this thing is, right? And see if maybe potentially I can give you some direct advice moving forward. Towards the end of this reading, I'm going to throw 2 oracle cards that'll give you some, direct advice, but we're going to use the tarot for this part. All right, so what is it, right? What is this great idea? What is this thing, right? And what is it going to bring? What is it? Wow. All right. So this is nice. What I'm seeing here with the 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups upright, 6 of Wands reversed, 5 of Pentacles reversed. What the cards are screaming is philanthropy. That's where you're going to end up. That's the gift at the end of the road, philanthropy. So you're going to help other people with your money, with your time, with your efforts. You're going to help reverse the uncertainty that they're experiencing, the unfortunate situation that they find themselves in. You are going to be a beacon of hope for a lot of people. So you are destined to make money. You're destined for money. You're also destined to build connections, right? So whatever it is that you are thinking of doing, it's going to provide you with the right connections, and it's also going to provide you with a good, ample amount of money, cash, influence, to assist the world and what it needs. And that assistance is going to give you, it's going to feed you, it's going to add to you. And so with the Princess of Pentacles and the cards that we saw at the beginning, where there is this fear to engage because of your comfort level, Well, we have here an expansion. We have here almost a challenge from your spirit guides to you, telling you that you are destined to be someone of importance, and you have to in some ways move towards that, right? If you ever feel like you're comfortable, it's important for you to look very, very closely at that comfort and say, how can I become a little more uncomfortable so that I can become even more comfortable in the future? Because comfort is the enemy of progress. It's the enemy of change and dynamism. And I think that your spirit guides want that change and that dynamism in your life, because it is going to have a ripple effect throughout all the world. Your charitable giving, your creations, it's all going to benefit some kind of a system, some kind of a people, and it's only you can do it. Only you can create whatever it is that you need to create. There is no one else like you. Understand that. There is no one else like you. You are unique, and that uniqueness has to shine. That uniqueness has to be pushed forward and exposed. It's the only way that you're going to gain from this. And so, okay, so let's break this down, right? Let's see. Let's go card by card. Where I'm seeing the philanthropy and the giving is in the Five of Pentacles. All right, this Five of Pentacles, we see two old men who have lost everything, right? It's a very, very grim picture. Their gold is floating down the river. They don't really have anything. They're homeless, right? Now, the fact that this card is reversed talks about charity, right? It's an ending to the suffering through charitable givings, is what the Five of Pentacles essentially is representing. And then we have a further understanding of that charity and what kind of impact it's going to have through the Six of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So we have here people that are experiencing a time of unsuccessful ventures or just an unsuccessful life. You know, this right here is the pinnacle of success, right? We have here someone who's reached a level that very few will reach. She is, in every sense of the word, a successful person. Now, this illustration, this card came out reversed. So that success that we see there is completely flipped on its head. And we see now someone who unfortunately is going through a very bad time, which backs up the Five of Pentacles very much so. And I think it's because lack of opportunities, right? So we have here possibly third world countries or places that people live in that unfortunately just they don't have the access, right, to move forward. They don't have the equity to be able to build. And so in some ways, with your connections, with your ability, with your knowledge, you're going to be able to assist this system and change it up. And so where do I see these connections? Well, I'm seeing it in the Three of Cups. You know, the Three of Cups normally with what we see in the illustration of the Three of Cups is party and fun and entertainment, right? It's about going out and just having a grand old time with the people who you care about the most. But you know, we also have to look at the cards around it. And what I feel that this card is highlighting is your ability to connect with people, your ability to build relationships. And you know that this is one of your gifts, group number 2. You know that if you set your mind to it, you can build a very solid, could be a book of business, but really it's connections, right? Those connections that put you in certain places of power where you can have influence. So you have the ability to bring these people to you. And I think that your spirit guides are telling you, hey, we have them lined up. Okay, we have them, but we need you to do the work. We need you to just, get out there, expose yourself, get the word out about what it is that you want to do. It's time to start moving in that direction, right? And get over this kind of fear of failure. I get the feeling with the Five of Swords reversed and the Fool reversed, you're looking at the mountain, all right, and you're right at the very precipice of the mountain. You're in the beginning of that mountain. You're looking up, right at the very top, and you're saying, "My goodness, that is a long, long way to go. That's a long trajectory." And I'm comfortable down here, right? I'm comfortable right by the mountainside. I got my little home. I got my well. I have fresh water to drink. I'm fine. I'm good, right? And so the problem here is that you will live a life of not knowing, right? You're only going to live a life of good enough. And so your spirit guides are pretty much telling you, we want you to live an extraordinary life so that you can accomplish extraordinary things. And that requires for you to engage a little more. It requires for you to wage war against any kind of defeating mindset, any kind of limiting belief that you might have about yourself and the people around you. It is going to require everything that you have to offer. But understand, this is the way forward. This is what's going to yield incredible results. And those results are going to ripple throughout all of society. So your destiny is truly great. Only you can do it. And we live in the one of the best times because we are connected. We are all connected. And that connection will only grow, and your influence will spread. So the other thing that I'm seeing with the Seven of Pentacles is patience, right? Patience as you move forward. The Seven of Pentacles, we have here an illustration. I like this card because it's an illustration of a father, a son, and their ox. And this father-son duo, they've been working out in the rice fields all day, a laborious work. And now that they collected that rice, they've thrown it on the back of this ox, and they're heading home. Now the goal becomes making sure that that ox does not tip over, because if the ox tips over, they will lose a complete day's work, right? So you have to be very careful and diligent. And so this is what the card is essentially telling you. Be patient with your goals. Be patient with your ambitions. You don't have to do everything right now. Not all. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Not everything is going to happen for you immediately, but you have to take that step, right? Like Lao Tzu, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. One of my favorite quotes of all time. So it's important for you to take that step, whatever it is that you have in mind, that you've been wanting to do, that you've been putting off, because this is what's going to bring true greatness. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to throw some oracles. We're just going to try and get some direct advice from the oracles. We're going to start with these Divine Beloved oracle cards. Okay. And let's see what information we get from them. Support. All right, let's take a look at this. Support. The right help will come. And the message is, allow me, divine beloved, to let go, relax, and enjoy the process, knowing that it's safe to offer all to your capable hands. The right actions are always shown, and the right help always comes. Wow. This is beautiful on a very deep level, because this is your spirit guides telling you, hey, we know that what the road in front of you is truly great. We know that the road is treacherous, and we know that you have to climb that mountain, and you're going to need materials. You're going to need that axe. You're going to need the machete. You're going to need the bear spray. You're going to need all the tools necessary to get to the very top of that mountain. Those things will be provided to you in due time. You just have to take that initial step forward, okay? So it's a beautiful message from your spirit guides. You know, they will send the right help. They will send the right people. And, you know, one of the things that I said earlier was they have some people lined up for you that are going to help you, right? Because this very much feels like a team effort, teamwork, team building. You know, it feels like maybe potentially you'll build a company, and this company of people will work in a very detailed way, almost like a well-oiled machine, to make sure that this business grows. So yeah, you know, the right people will come to you, the right amount of money. You just have to follow through on everything. You have to not allow yourself to become too comfortable where you're not constantly doing something different every day. And yeah, that's really what your spirit guides want you to focus on. So we're going to move on to the next oracle card. This is from the Inner Peace Oracle deck. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have here. All right, so one card, we've got Gratitude. Okay. Gratitude is the life force of peace. What are you thankful for? Okay, that's interesting. So it feels like your spirit guides are leaving you with this message, this question, right? They want you to ask yourself, what are you thankful for? All right, gratitude is the life force of peace. Gratitude is the life force of peace. My goodness. So, you know, for what I'm seeing with that card is not only that you being grateful for everything that you have, which is definitely, you know, the part of the message, but Also, there's a deeper meaning to that card. And the meaning is how many people will be grateful to you for you doing what you do, and for you actually sharing your talent and your gifts and your ability with others. So there's a little more to that, right? But it all starts with you asking, what is it that you are thankful for? And whatever that thing is, there's something there that's going to inspire you to move forward and potentially do something different. So it's a very interesting card. It's a very interesting question, right? That the spirit guides want you to kind of focus on. And with this support, just understand that there will always be an increase. There will always be more, right? So it's important for you to know that the right help will always come to you. So in many ways, just all you have to do is say thank you, right? Your spirit guides aren't asking for anything. Your spirit guides aren't, asking you to go through all of these rituals and to do all these things. Your spirit guides just want you to move forward. Your spirit guides are like, we're ready, right? You have an army behind you. You have the energy. You have everything at your disposal. It's been given to you graciously. Just say thank you and run with it. Okay, stop questioning, stop asking. Just say thank you and run with it. Be at peace, and with that peace, something truly dynamic is going to be birthed out of you. And that's what your spirit guides want. Your spirit guides want full momentum forward, not backwards, not for you to just stop here and say I'm comfortable. Full force forward. All right? And you will have success. So that is what I see here. Thank you, seekers, for watching. Just a quick reminder, I am offering private readings at this time. So if you are interested in a private reading, you will have to go to my Etsy store. The link is going to be in the description below. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you for all of your beautiful words. I love every single one of you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3, to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, where we are asking your spirit guides to provide you with an important message. So you picked a very beautiful door. I don't think it qualifies as a door, but my goodness, it is truly grand. So let's see what's behind this door. A distant kiss in a prayer flag. I wish all of wishes that you were here through the sunlight and rain. I need you near. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So that was a very interesting message, I think, from your spirit guides. In some ways, they're calling you to come back. They're calling you to come back. Wow, okay. So let's go ahead and keep the messages flowing. I'm going to throw an oracle card from the Wisdom Keepers Oracle deck. I actually already shuffled before the reading, and I threw out a random card. So let's go ahead and reveal what that card is together. Understanding. All right. So this is beautiful. Understanding is here to provide you with a message. Understanding says when she looks into your eyes and she watches you struggle to figure out your life, form your opinion, or defend your feelings, she holds you with love and patience. She says, I am here to invite you to use your beautiful mind to do what it's best at. Let it play, research, communicate, and serve this world of ours. Let it build bridges of compassion and help people learn how to release their biases and intolerances so that we can all see and celebrate the bigger picture. I know and trust that at some point your hard-working mind will exhaust itself and you will break free into a new way of being, where true understanding fills your belly and emanates from your heart. For now, I ask that you begin by forgiving yourself. Soon you will no longer doubt that you and the whole wide world are so much more worthy and wonderful than what your busy mind could ever comprehend. My, oh my. So we have definitely a very strong message here, right? With understanding. Your spirit guides are essentially asking you to take a bit of a leap, right? Think of a time when you experienced true understanding or forgiveness, right? Reflect on that. In what situations do you find yourself intolerant of others? Can you forgive yourself for closing your heart? Do you tend to overthink and nitpick or become paralyzed with indecision? These are questions that your spirit guides want you to ask yourself, right? So that you can reach a place of understanding. And also another question is, how can you tell when you are thinking with your heart? Reflect upon the questions, right? So very interesting message, very interesting oracle card. And what we're going to go ahead and do now is use the tarot to find out what your current energies are, where you are right now currently. We're going to use the Tarot Apocalypses. And let's go ahead and shuffle. Let's take a look. So spirit guides, current energies with group number 3. What are they currently going through? What are they currently experiencing? Let's take a look and see. Okay, first card out. All right. Okay, second card. Okay, third card. Ooh, and the fourth one. Ooh. My, oh my. Group number 3. You are definitely going through a tough time, okay? You are going through a tough time. All reversals, 3 of Swords reversed, 3 of Pentacles reversed, Princess of Pentacles reversed, Chariot reversed, right? So we start with the first card out, 3 of Pentacles. I think that you have experienced some kind of setback when it comes to career, when it comes to achieving something, maybe potentially entrepreneurial in nature. But really, this is the card of careers, right? We have here a person who is striving to put the finishing touches on this great work, right? They're great unfolding, their great creative venture. And so it almost feels like this person is maybe building a resume, working towards achieving something in their career. But the fact that the card is reversed tells me that they've not had success in this area. And so there is a bit of frustration here, right? And that 3 of Pentacles has led to the Princess of Pentacles reverse. And, this card, I think, represents you in this reading. Okay, it represents you. And the fact that it's reversed tells me that you're lacking what this image is giving, what this beautiful illustration is giving, which is a person who's just filled with so much life, right? So much beauty. She is someone who is just yielding incredible results in their lives. This is a person that's successful when it comes to their careers. They know where to put their money. They know and understand about, purchasing assets, not liabilities. There's a sense that this princess is on the right track to where she needs to go financially. But, pentacles aren't always about money, right? Pentacles can very much be talking about your health. So your health might maybe potentially be suffering at some point right now. Maybe you don't feel like you have the energy to move forward. Maybe you're having trouble getting pregnant, and that's something that you want, right? We have here a princess that is pregnant, right, about to give birth to this bountiful life that's sure to increase her in many ways. So I feel like, obviously take what resonates, leave the rest, but this is what the Princess of Pentacles is, right? So the message is different for everyone, but I feel like there's been you've been limited financially. You've been limited almost physically, right? You've been limited on a resources level. Your resources. Where can you obtain the resources you need so that you can move forward as dynamically as you want, right? Because I see that you have great ambitions, right? But unfortunately, it feels like some kind of setback has led you to come to a screeching halt. And so I see that setback in the 3 of Swords. This is the card of heartbreak. Now, there's no easy way of putting it. This is the card of pure heartbreak. We have here 3 swords that pretty much stabbed the heart, right? And now the blood is dripping on these white flowers, which is the ultimate symbol of giving up, and also giving up because the pain is just too grave. The fact that it's reversed actually helps you. It tells me that you are going through a period of healing. You're getting over this. You're trying to overcome this. This pain is pain that runs deep, but you are doing a good job of getting over it. This pain is not here to stay. It's going to go away. The thing with that pain, though, is that it's kept you in a place of inaction. I think that you want to move forward, you want to accomplish things, but it's that pain, it's that experience that you went through that just has kept you in a place where you just feel a bit upset. Maybe you're reminded of it, and it triggers all of these emotions. And what ultimately ends up happening is that you kind of shut down. You shut down to life. You maybe are possibly even going through a depression, right? These cards scream depression. You're overcoming it. You're coming through an understanding now. The main message with understanding was to understand people, not to be hateful towards people, not to be hateful towards a system, but to try and be as understanding as possible. So potentially, some of you have become a bit nihilistic, possibly dark. You're starting to view people as enemies. You're starting to potentially view society as this thing that's there to harm you instead of helping you. So a lot of you have become very negative with the world, and your spirit guides are here to tell you to please revert that, right? It's important for you to engage with the world. It's important for you to understand that there is opportunity everywhere. And, one of the things that we saw here with this door was your spirit guides wanting you to come back, right? And my goodness, that was something that really got to me, right? Your spirit guides asking you to come back. So I feel like, your spirit guides are seeing that maybe you've gone away. In some ways, you've lost yourself in some way. Your thought process is not where it was. There's been some kind of big change, right? And that change has left you feeling somewhat depleted, but at the same time, it's left you blocked and disconnected from your spirit guide. So it looks like they're trying to send some information your way, and you're just not receiving it. And they want to send that information desperately. So it starts with understanding, and I think that once you grasp the full message of understanding, you're going to be able to unblock this, and you're going to be able to fully heal from whatever heartbreak this is right here. Or at the very least, you're going to be able to come back mentally and physically so that you can produce to the level that you were producing before. Because, one of the reasons why I'm saying that you're stuck and there's no movement forward is because of the Chariot. Right? So we see here the Chariot, a mighty warrior that's coming back and being heralded by all of the people in the stands, right? This is an illustration of a Roman warrior. And so, the praise that he's getting is really not it. It's the forward-moving momentum, the juggernaut kind of spirit that the Chariot really invokes in people. This is the card that says, you better get out of my way, I'm going to run you over, right? The Chariot doesn't stop for anyone. The Chariot just moves forward. And behind that Chariot, we have this illustration of a deity, right? And that deity says, move forward, child. Move forward graciously. It's almost, we can even call that a spirit guide looking over this warrior that's waging war against a system, against a people, against potentially a damaging philosophy. But at the same time, it's waging war against the self, right? The greatest minds are fought within, not outside, but within. And so I think that there is a battle that's going on inside of you. It stems from deep pain and heartbreak. You're healing from it. You're getting over it. You're getting better. But yeah, your spirit guides want to connect with you in a very profound way and help you through this. But it's been very difficult. So let's find out why. Let's see what else your spirit guides want to communicate to you. We're going to keep throwing tarot. And then towards the end, we are going to throw 2 oracle cards to give us direct messages, possible advice. So stay to the very end to get that advice. All right. So what is the situation? What needs to be revealed? Spirit, talk to us. Talk to us, talk to us, talk to us. Wow. Your spirit guides want to really let you know that something truly wonderful is coming for you. And I think that a part of you doesn't believe it, okay? You don't believe it. You want to believe it. You want to be someone that believes again, but I think that this is at the root of the problem here. It's your belief. Your belief that something truly wonderful can happen is gone. Your belief in something great is gone. There's almost, it's like you've gone through so much pain that something inside has died. And that death is unfortunate because, it's brought about darkness. And we see the darkness reflected in the Nine of Swords, right? So, in this illustration, what we have here are eaglets. These two eaglets are from the Viking lore, Viking tradition. They believe that these otherworldly creatures lurk around in the cemetery and protect the resting place of whatever it is that they held most dear in their lives. And so these are dark entities that will oppress you, will in some ways almost keep you in a bind if you're not careful. And so these dark entities are brought about by your fear, by your anxiety, by your distrust. These are the dark entities that are keeping you from being able to connect with your spirit guides, from seeing the signs, from seeing what's going on around you. Now, I don't want you to be scared. This is all going on inside your mind, right? These are the dark creatures that are lurking inside your mind. They remind you that you can't. They remind you that you're incapable. They remind you that of your failures. They remind you of all of the things that you want to get over and just get past. This is a constant reminder of those failures. So, anyways, what we're seeing here is, one thing is your ability to get over this. I think that your spirit guides want you to know you're doing a good job defeating this darkness. They also want you to know, and this is very special, you've got two major arcanas here that signal a completely new beginning and the expansion of your world. And so we start with the Wheel of Fortune, right? And this is such a beautiful, beautiful illustration. I believe this is the Greece deity Dionysus, I believe so. And she is the deity of Earth, and she is in charge of the seasons, right? And so I feel like what this card is trying to tell you, what your spirit guides are trying to reveal to you, is that your season will come. Things are going to move forward in the direction that you want them to move forward. Also, your spirit guides are telling you that it's going to take a little time. Be patient with yourself. Just try and be the kind of person that wakes up every day and is happy for that day. Don't live in the future because that'll bring on too much anxiety. Do not live in the past because that will bring on depression. Try and be as present as you possibly can. Enjoy the season that you're in now, even though it's difficult. And understand that the next season is going to be better than the last season. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is trying to tell you. From this moment forward, things will only get better for you. They will not get any worse. You will only make progress. And we see that illustrated so beautifully in the World card. And this is my one of my favorite major arcanas because it is one of my birth cards. And this card just talks about the completion of the totality of greatness, the attainment of what you've set out to achieve. This is the world, right? Being presented to you. And you reaching the completion of something. So we start in the major arcanas with the Fool, and the Fool moves all the way through all 21 major arcanas and reaches the world, and that is the hero's journey. So this is the end of a cycle. This is the end of what you've been through. It almost feels like what your spirit guides are trying to show you and give you the illustration with these cards, because the wheel showed up first. This is the halfway point, and your spirit guides are telling you with this halfway point that you are going to reach some kind of prosperity, right? You've built the strength necessary to get to this place. You've built the mental acuity to get to this place, and now that you're here, the only thing left to do is for you to continue moving forward so that you can achieve everything that you've wanted to achieve. And that is what the world is trying to bring to you. So the wheel is the halfway point. The wheel is number 10 in the major arcana. It's the halfway point of the hero's journey. This is where you're at right now. There's a fear with the Nine of Swords that things are going to get bad, or that things are just going to go back to square one, or you're going to see that darkness or be reminded of it, whatever heartbreak you've gone through. But you're not. Your spirit guides are telling you it was necessary for you to go through that. It was necessary for you to experience that. It was definitely heartbreaking. This is something that would keep certain people in a place where they just are unable to progress and move forward. But you are different. You're going to be able to master whatever you need to master. You're going to be able to heal from this, and you will do it effectively. And so we have another confirmation of the prosperity that's coming to you with the Six of Pentacles. And with the Six of Pentacles, what we see is a charity being given, right? It almost feels like what your spirit guides are telling you is, hey, we're going to send help. Help is coming for you, right? Help is on its way. There is going to be a process that you're going to be able to follow that'll help you. It'll help you move forward. So, it's almost like this card is telling you to be patient, to be thankful, to simply try and connect as much as you can with your spirit guides. Prayer is something that might definitely help, but most importantly, it's the belief in your spirit guides, the belief that something truly great can happen, even though all you've seen up until this point is unfortunate, darkness. Good things can happen, and they will happen. Your spirit guides want to help you in that belief system. It's one thing to fully know that things are going to work out, and it's another thing to just tell yourself that things are going to work out and not believe it internally. Your spirit guides want that belief to come back, because truly beautiful things are coming to you and for you. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and try and get some direct messages from your spirit guides. And for that, we are going to throw some oracle cards. We're going to start with the Divine Beloved Oracle. I'm just going to throw one. Let's see what we get. Let's see. All right, we've got Playfulness. Interesting. Playfulness. I feel adventurous, says this oracle card. Change me, divine beloved, into one who is wildly open to the new. Free me from the rigid patterns that no longer serve. Let me feel adventurous and spontaneous, knowing that the more I open to life, the more it opens to me. Wow. I love it. My goodness. This card, it's almost like... this card is what your spirit guides want you to fully embody. Your spirit guides are telling you, if you take anything from this reading, it's this oracle card, right? Be that free spirit, right? Free from the rigid patterns that no longer serve you. Feel the adventurous and the spontaneous. Open up to life so that more opens to you, right? And so it feels like right now you're closed off. And the more you're closed off, the more you don't receive. The more life becomes, unfortunately, just a place of stasis where things just aren't happening. So let's go ahead and throw another card. Beautiful message from your spirit guides there. This one is from the Unshakable, let me see, I forgot the name. Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle. So let's see what card we get, what message from your spirit guides. Here we are. And there is strength in doing nothing. Wait, what have you been forcing, and how can you let go of the outcome? Wow. This is a powerful message. Powerful message, right? There is strength in doing nothing. Wait, what have you been forcing, and how can you let go of the outcome? So that is a question that you have to ask yourself, right? That's the question that your spirit guides want you to ask yourself, so that you can come to a new place and an understanding of why certain things are going on. So it almost feels like your spirit guides are telling you, wait for us, wait for our hand. Don't take any kind of drastic action. Don't feel overcome by fear or anxiety, but be still and wait. There is true strength in doing this, right? And while you're waiting, make sure that you are asking yourself, what have you been forcing, and how can you let go of the outcome? My oh my. So playfulness, right? This is a beautiful reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I want to thank you for watching. And a quick reminder, I am offering private readings at this time. So if you're interested, I'm going to include the link in the description below. You'd have to go through my Etsy store. I only do it through Etsy. So thank you once again. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your love, for your beautiful comments. And I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. Bye-bye.